If you are a one line, that probably means you know so much about so many topics. You're a voracious learner, and it probably means that you doubt everything that you know and you're constantly second guessing yourself and wondering whether you're an expert enough to share your expertise. Hello, my name is Anna Lacomi, also known as your career guardian angel, and welcome to my series where I explain why I love each part of your human design chart. And if you're not familiar with your human design chart, go ahead and pull one for free just by searching. Any chart will do. And what we're looking at today are the profile lines. So you want to look at the numbers under your profile. There's 2 numbers. And today we're looking at profile line number 1. The reason why I love one lines so much, and I'm a fellow one line, is that we go down rabbit holes, okay? Like if something triggers our mind and our curiosity, we will spend hours researching, investigating, reading, learning, digging up everything that we can to thoroughly understand a topic. And that is because the one line is the foundation. And so we're really seeking to have a really solid, a really strong foundation in so many things in our lives, whether it's related to relationships, whether it's related to our career, but also just our interests. We are very learning oriented, growth oriented, improvement oriented. We love self-development. And what I find is we usually screw ourselves because we never feel like we're enough. We never feel like we know enough. We always feel like we have to read another book, take another course, and we're always doubting whether we are good enough to share this wealth of wisdom and expertise and knowledge that we've been accumulating since we were little kids. And so my advice for one lines is continue to dive deep into the topics that interest you. Our curiosity is our superpower. So yes, we're going to be lifelong learners, we're going to be lifelong students, and that is beautiful and amazing. And I want you to know that you already know enough right now. Okay, so if you've been holding back from sharing your expertise at work, with people you love, with the internet, I'm inviting you to trust that you have accumulated so much expertise, you have so much knowledge and wisdom, you know so much more than the average person. I promise you, you're just aware. It's kind of like that sentiment of the more I learn, the more I realize I need to learn. Also the sentiment of ignorance is bliss. And so because we learn so much and we go so deep, we realize there's still so much to uncover. And that's beautiful. And I want you to uncover, I want you to have that quest, that yearning, that deep curiosity. And I also invite you to acknowledge in what areas you are an expert already, and I don't want you to hesitate from sharing your expertise. Your expertise is a gift, not just to you, but to the world. Every room that you're in, every relationship that you have. And so please, I know you're gonna feel that imposter syndrome. It's that opposite side of that one line coin where we know so much and we're also deathly afraid that we don't yet know enough. And so I'm inviting you to drop that today. In fact, I have a little baby assignment for you. I want you to sit down and journal about all the areas that you are an expert in. Even if it's a beginner expert, a moderate expert, I want you to write all of it down. Seriously, any kind of passion. I don't care if it's related to being an expert in the Harry Potter movies. Whatever you're an expert in, whatever you have dove in deep into and studied and investigated and explored, I want you to write that down to remind yourself of how much you know. Because it's not just the depth of the expertise that you have in a particular subject that is your gift to the world. It's also you pulling together from different areas of expertise, because as a one line, you're probably not just deep into one topic, you probably have a whole backpack of topics, okay, that you can bless the world with if you would just get out of your way and accept and acknowledge that you already are an expert. You don't have to learn more. You already know so much, I promise you. And especially with the women that I work with, ambitious, high-achieving women, a lot of times in the corporate world, there's this hesitation to speak up. There's this like, no one gave me the title, or I don't have a PhD in something, thus I cannot speak on it. And I want you to drop that. I want you to drop that because I promise you, you know so much more than the average person, because whatever grabs your attention, you go deep on. And even though that feels easy for you, that doesn't mean it's nothing. I want us one lines to break away this pattern, because studying, learning, going down rabbit holes is second nature to us. It's easy, and thus we don't value it, because in our society we're taught to only value things that we suffer through, that we sacrifice for, where there's some kind of pain involved, okay? So just because it's not painful for you to study, that doesn't mean that everything you've accumulated isn't valuable. So my beautiful one line, I love you so much. The world needs your passion, your curiosity, your expertise. Go out there and shine with that in the world. My darling angel, if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. And you might also want to look at the other videos in this series where I describe why I'm obsessed with each part of your human design chart. And if you would like personalized guidance from moi, I invite you to book a Goddess Code session where we will spend 90 minutes together looking at your human design and astrology charts, with me giving personalized, laser-focused, specific to you strategies on how to step into the next level in both your career and in your life. See you in the next one.